Back in Week 13, the Colts dominated their first matchup against the Texans. Can Houston avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden Football.
Normally, the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down. Well, these two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. it. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Looks running. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Jackson steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play there for Indy. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first down throw for Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
As the offense takes the field, we zero in. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for Indy.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Carter will try the right side.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Working with his 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And I believe they closed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Jackson on 1st down, buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play there just before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now Jackson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Prescott yet again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Looking to throw. Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Jackson's throw here taken in by Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
63, Texans 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw here hauled in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And again, it's Prescott that escapes the sack. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Stevens. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Dancing to his left. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 16, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He was on. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra look at this one. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 37 to the Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Steps away to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion.